I welcome you all for this lecture in how IT industry evolved into a service industry. This is Rajkumar, Assistant Professor from Department of Information Technology, Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, and this topic is covered under this subject, IT infrastructure and management observations. So, in this lecture, we will be discussing how the IT industry slowly transformed into a service-based industry. So, what actually industry is comprised of is so it compasses solutions like consulting operations, software development, then cloud computing implementations, and all manages service to support the business operations. So, the whatever operations we are doing, either it's a manufacturing or nowadays you take any websites or any mobile apps, it makes sure that the users are being properly serviced. So, IT industry slowly transformed from consulting and software development to a service industry now. So especially the importance of this IT industry is very much improved nowadays. So because it drives the digital transformation and it also manages to enhance the efficiency of our business operations, and it also supports global economies. So now an organization or a business is having so many branches. Either they may have a present throughout the state or throughout the country, in certain cases throughout the globe. So IT industry is very much important in helping those companies to make sure that they are properly used properly efficiently used, and it also supports the global economy generation. So here we are going to explore the how early computing came into operation and how it slowly transformed into a service-based industry by covering the key milestones, technologies, and trends. So in the early days of IT, so it covers 1950s to 1980s. So here the focus was mainly on hardwares, especially with the mainframe systems. I hope you know very well about this IBM mainframe systems. So IBM was a key operator here, and they were the company to they are very much known worldwide. Okay, so for this mainframe systems, so especially they were into large scale computers, for example IBM 360. So this was used in almost all businesses in the early days, and many government agencies and government operational um, units were using this IBM 360. Compared to now, it had only limited operations where we need only the basic maintenance procedures and custom softwares for specific industries. Not every industry was using computers those days, especially in military operations or maybe in very large industries who had the capability to buy this IBM 360 and maintain. Only those industries were using this type of computers because it involved high cost. Okay, so a lot of money is needed for establishing this infrastructure. At the same time, we need some specialized expertise, and it has to be implemented in a very restricted access in large organizations. So it was a very niche and a capital investive field, and with minimal service focus. So mainly it involved in establishing the hardware. For example, you can take the IBM mainframe as the only system available in the early IT era, where between 1950s to 1980s. Next came the rise of software and outsourcing in the period of 1980 to 1990. So, from the focusing on hardware, they moved on to development of software and early service-based operations. So, during this time, personal computers came into existence by providers like IBM, then Apple, and it also democratized is the computing. So, computing was available for everyone, and during that time lot of software companies or growth of software development services like Windows, Oracle, and many companies came into existence. And it also it has been found out that usage of computers reduce the cost. So especially in India after 1990, a lot of software companies came in. So it is the major example for IT hubs. Okay, so all the projects from US offshore It was carried out in India especially. So the IT services expanded from only concentrating on manufacturing and all those process into consulting customers, softwares, and based on customer support also. For example, you can take the companies like Infosys and TCS. They were the offshore IT services, very very popular nowadays and even in 1990s. So then from 1990s to 200, internet came into existence and it was commercialized. So many web-based applications and e-commerce solutions were developed, and IT consulting and digital implementations like ERP, enterprise resource processing, and CRM. So most SAP applications came into existence, and it was the network support and infrastructure support was also widely developed. And now IT industry has become very critical for any business to compete in the online environment. One example you can take is Amazon's early e-commerce platform. So next comes the cloud computing and SaaS. So between 2000 to 2010, from grid computing, we slowly moved on to cloud computing, where everything is shifted to cloud-based and on-demand IT services. So the rise of software as a service, for example, Salesforce, Google Apps, infrastructure as a service, then platform as a service like Amazon Web Services and Azure. So more and more people, they moved on to cloud-based infrastructure to reduce the capital investment cost and operational cost. So now IT services have become very flexible and very much accessible, and also cost effective for business of all sizes. For example, AWS was launched in 2006 and it was used by many organizations for enabling a scalable and efficient cloud solutions. Next comes the present trend where modern IT services and new trends are coming in. So everybody go for agility and innovation processes. So now AI and ML are into prominent implementation for doing predictive analysis, and cybersecurity applications have also grown, rising to the impact for all cybercrime implementations. And nowadays we have DevOps and agile methodologies for faster delivery. Nowadays we have IT services and end-to-end solutions also. So it has become a very much integral part of the any business to perform their strategy, and new innovational things are coming in IT industry now. So this IT is evolved from hardware focused system into a very much demanded service industry by going through the process like moving from software development, then outsourcing, then internet, and nowadays into modern innovation systems. With the introduction of machine learning and deep learning and AI, it is going into a future trend where everything will be handled by artificial intelligence applications. Okay, so I hope this session was useful for you. We will meet in the next session. This is how this IT is enabled into a service industry.